Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams.
Brandon McManus set to go
now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on second down, Kerr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Tucker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it will result in a fresh set of downs. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, Kerr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Kerr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kerr. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking to throw on second down. Duckworth. And downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
46 yardage.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Operating from the gun, Kerr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 4th and 1, it's a fake. Off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. From the gun, Kerr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kerr. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Throwing on first down. Kerr is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
To throw on second down. Kerr. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Rams 7, Patriots 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Johnson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The tackle made.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And the Patriot
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. Catch is made by Herring. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Duckworth. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On 1st down, Duckworth. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
brought down back at the 31-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Duckworth. Pressure comes and down he goes.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duckworth got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Three-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This is Langford. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd down. Kerr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tucker. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Kerr. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 6 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. That's a heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, it's Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Running back on the option.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Duckworth, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Duckworth. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, Duckworth. Going to throw right side here, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 28-10.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score moment. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Duckworth. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
With the score, Rams 28, Patriots 10.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Duckworth. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Langford. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing on first down. Duckworth. He finds Smith out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duckworth. Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matt Ioannidis. In there to drop him for a loss on the play.
3rd down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun. Duckworth. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Duckworth. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Operating from the gun. Kerr. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second down and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And 10.
From the gun, Kerr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive. And in a relatively... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Patriots.
From the gun, Duckworth. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It's a gain of a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right out of 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Kerr. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Kerr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd down.
15 yards to go.
Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Kerr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to the air on 2nd down. Duckworth, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
It's a gain of 48.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Duckworth. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Well, the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Today's final score,
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for LA, they climb back to 500 now at